All right, so just pulled out of the gas station car wash there, and heading over to the mother-in-law's house. Just testing out this new camera setting I got. Finally figured out that the horizontal works better. Anyways, just a few impressions on the car. I currently have a 2017 GTI Sport Edition with the performance package and lighting package. I couldn't be happier with the car. Bought the car in January 2017, and I currently have about 5,000 miles on it, and I'm about to go stage 2. I drove the car stock for about 13 miles total from Santa Ana to Huntington Beach, and threw a stage 1 APR tune on it right away. And let me tell you, this car is fast, and I have no problems taking on about 95% of the cars on the road, and it's just been an amazing car. You know, the first thing I did was the was the APR stage 1 tune. I have like I said earlier, a DSG transmission, and I noticed that the transmission after the tune was not in sync with the car. So I did a DSG tune also, and that certainly synced the car up. The sport mode was much more aggressive in the shifting and a little crispier, and shifted faster and let the revs go out. It doesn't shift to about 5,500 RPMs now in sport mode if you don't have it on manual shift, and so that's perfect. I got a little Z next to me trying to get down. I'll freaking smoke that fool. Later, dude. Anyways, where was I? I ended up having to get the DSG tuned also, and like I said, that really helped the car. The next thing I did is I put on some H&R sport springs on here, and that dropped the car, I don't know, 2 inches or so. I'm not quite sure what the exact specs are, and that really reduced the roll in the car. The car does ride a little bit stiffer now, but not to where you're getting beat up all the time like you'd be in a Focus RS or something like that. I still have 3 settings. You have a normal, sport, and a custom mode. So the normal mode is still soft enough. It could be softer, but it doesn't bother me. It does bother the wifey sometimes when she's in the car. So after that, after we did the DSG tune, you know, I had good intentions on stopping right there, and then the mod bug has completely hit me, and all I think about is what am I going to do next. So after that, I went and got an APR cold air intake, put that in the car. Noticed a little bit smoother acceleration, and just a crisper drive, and a little bit more torquey. A little bit more torque, it felt like, after I got that in. It does make a really cool sound, almost like an airplane when you're harder on the throttle. It's really cool. And so then after that, you know, I wasn't quite sure what I wanted to do, and thanks to the VW forums, GTI forums, I discovered a $40 dog bone insert would make a huge difference. So I went ahead and did that, and that really helped with the twist and the torque of the vehicle. You know how the engine, whenever you put the power down, the engine wants to twist, and that stock motor mount or insert just had a little more give than the I got a Motorsport 034 dog bone insert, and that really, for 40 bucks, I can't think of a more effective mod that I've done. I mean, obviously the tune is always going to be the best, but that dog bone insert, the power is just put right down, and with this performance package now, and that dog bone insert, pretty much there's zero torque steer whatsoever, especially out of a corner. You just point and click, and the power is applied to the correct wheel. We don't have any torque steer or wheel spin or anything. With the launch control, the wheel hop is very, very, very minimal, and I blame that mostly on a heavy throttle response on my foot, a little heavy-footed. If you feather the throttle correctly, you get a really clean acceleration and takeoff after I put the dog bone insert. I still am running the stock tires on here. They're the Contis or whatever. I know the potted Super Sports are what I need, and I just cannot rationalize buying new tires. Sorry about that, son. When I got brand new tires on here. So that is down the road here, maybe around Christmas time or tax return time, we'll put some Super Sports on here. But as of now, I've already ordered the APR downpipe. Ordered it a couple weeks ago. It's on back order. I heard from my tuner today that it's en route, so it should be there this week. And we're going to go stage 2. So I'm really interested to see what the differences are. Stage 2 and stage 1, you know, you know, everything I've read and seen on YouTube, I mean, there's nothing that compares to that stage 1 flash from stock. I mean, the power difference is just, it's really tangible and really, really high. And from what I hear about the stage 2, you just have better overall power. The power kind of fades out on stage 1. About 5,500, you lose 500 RPMs, you lose a little bit of power. So I'm looking to eliminate that and have a little bit more top end power, and then we'll see where we go from there. So yeah, this is this car, I couldn't be happier with the vehicle. Looking to get some tips from guys that are a little bit more in the know than I am about the car. And I'm sorry about this glare, it looks really bad.